everybody, this is Anthony Skyrie with Anthony Skyrie Fitness. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's video fit tip. One thing I want to touch upon before we get into our wonderful fit tip here is I did a talk this past week to a group up in Ridgefield who created their own Biggest Loser weight loss challenge, and they're doing a 12-week weight loss challenge, and they had over 50 participants in the town of Ridgefield who joined this group. So if you're looking to lose weight, one great way to really help that is to get into a social support group like that. Create your own challenge within your neighborhood, your community. So that's going to really help when you want to take that weight off, is when you have other people who are all going towards the same type of goal, and you have that social support. And one of the things that I touched upon with the group is, and I'm going to use a quote from Einstein that I used with them, and this is a wonderful quote that one of a naturopathic doctor that I work with, he gave me, and you can apply this to any area of your life. So any challenge or obstacle you're facing, apply this quote. You cannot solve a problem with the same consciousness that created it. So in order to create change, we need to think, we need to act, we need to do things differently than what we're normally used to doing. So remember that quote from Einstein and really focus on changing the way you think and act and do things in order to create change, especially when you're trying to overcome any obstacle or challenge in your life, and especially when it comes to weight loss. So join a social group, think and act and do things differently. And here's another great way that you can help shed those pounds and be more effective with your workouts. We're going to do some dumbbell combination movements that are going to string together anywhere from 3 to 7 different movements. I'm going to demonstrate 7 movements that you can do all in one. The key thing when performing these dumbbell combinations, especially for the first few times, you want to take your time through each movement. So you want to set yourself up in between each movement. So as you're transitioning from one movement to the next, you might have to adjust your feet a little bit. You might have to adjust the way you are, but just you want to take that quick moment or two, think through each movement and adjust yourself accordingly. And then as you get more proficient, it's going to be more seamless. But you're going to get more bang for your buck. You're going to work your entire body. And as you see when you're doing these dumbbell combinations, it takes a lot more effort. So you're going to get your heart rate up as well. So you're going to be expending a lot more energy. So there's 7 movements in this dumbbell combination. And at the end, you can take any one of these 7 movements and make up your own combination. So I'm going to demonstrate from the side view first of our 7-movement dumbbell combination. Our first movement is our Roman deadlift. Ooh, that sounds kind of technical, scary, but it's not. Great for our posterior chain, our hamstrings, our glutes, our back. We want to set our feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to bend the knees, but we're not going to be sitting down like we do when we do a squat or a lunge. So you want to have even weight on your feet, knees pointed straight ahead. You're going to hinge out from the waist. So you want to stay nice and long in your back. So through the top of your head, through your tailbone, you want to be nice and long. Your forearms should be parallel with the shins. So you're going to hinge out, and then you're going to drive those hips forward, come up nice and tall. So that's our first move, our Roman deadlift. Then we go into our second move, our deadlift. So this is where you're sitting back in that chair. Get that butt back, butt back, butt back, and drive those hips forward again. Come up nice and tall. So that was our second movement, our deadlift. Then we're going to go into our high pull. So our high pull, we want to adjust our stance. So it's almost as if we're going into that Roman deadlift. You're just going to get that butt back. And now this is our high pull. So you're going to pull those dumbbells up towards your chest. You want to keep it tight. So again, as you see, I'm dropping down, exploding up. Elbows should be up towards the ceiling. Keep your shoulder blades down. Don't hike your shoulder blades up. High pull up, close to the chest. So that's our third movement. High pull, right into a hammer curl, push press, back down. You're going to go into a front squat. Then from that front squat, you're going to bring your feet together and you're going to do your alternate front lunge. So now I'm going to perform this from the front view. So here we go, our first movement. Feet about a little more than hip width apart. Roman deadlift, long through the head and the tailbone. Come up nice and tall. I'm going to adjust my feet a little bit. I'm going to go a little wider for our deadlift. Then right from the deadlift, transition, high pull. Again, I'm going to do that high pull a couple times. You want to pull to chest height. Keep those elbows. Those elbows should be pointed up towards the ceiling. As you see, I come up on the balls of my feet with that high pull. So you're just going to perform one. Then you go right into your curl, push press, back down to your shoulder carry here, the dumbbells shoulder height, front squat, alternate lunge. So I'm going to put that all together, and you'll see now what it looks like all in one seamless move. As you see, you do 3 to 5 repetitions with those movements. Do 4 to 5 sets of those. You're getting a lot of work in. As you see, I got my heart rate up a little bit. So when you do 3 to 5 repetitions and when you're stringing together 3 to 7 different movements all in one, it's going to take a lot more effort. But as you see, you're getting more bang for your buck. So those 7 movements, you can create any of your own combination from those 7 movements. Pick 2 of them, pick 3 of them, pick 4 of them, and create your own combination with those 7 movements that I just did, or you can perform that 7 movement dumbbell combination. So, remember, have fun, be safe, and be creative with your exercise today. This is Anthony Scarry with Anthony Scarry Fitness. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see everybody next week. Take care.